And this is an amendment to the site plan. It's a new site plan, but we're amending essentially the site plan you previously approved to accommodate the changes that have been made as part of the financial plan Renaissance is currently proposing to the BDDC and the City Council. So what we're requesting is that the Commission consider holding a special meeting on June 1st, which is a Monday, to hear this application, so that we might take a shot of having the site plan approved before the CHAMP application.
Are you saying it's a prerequisite to have an approved site plan before you can go in and get the CHAMP funding?
Everything is scored on points. So they have hired a consultant for the purpose of preparing their CHAMP grant. And the farther along you are with every... So I don't want to misspeak and tell you. I'd have to bring in the consultant to verify that for me. So I'm not sure that we would have to have final site plan approval.
But conceivably, you could go forward without an approved plan. I just want to get an understanding.
I would assume...
When you presented it earlier, you said if we didn't approve it, that it would have to wait until December. And so it sounded to me like it was do or die, and I'm not hearing that now. I just want to understand.
Most of the issues we have at this point, Commissioner Del Mastro, are do or die. What do you think?
I don't have a problem with it. I'm sick and tired of looking at that parking lot across the street. I want to see something there. I'm getting to the point where I'd like to see a ball field there, but that's not part of this discussion. But we got to do something, and if it means scheduling a special meeting to accommodate Renaissance's application to get this thing going, then I'm all for it.
I agree. I have no problem scheduling a special hearing just to, try to give them a chance to give their case before the June 10th meeting.
Anyone else?
No comment.
We've had a tough road to hoe on this whole project. To me, I also don't want the zoning board to come out looking with egg on their face to look like we're the bad guys all the time. And I kind of agree with Commissioner Cunningham that, we got to bend a little bit and give this a shot. The one thing that bothers me, though, is if we do grant this, and I guess Alan could come up with it, Alan's always able to come up with something great for me. I just don't want to say, okay, we're going to give you this special meeting, and then I don't want developers down the road, everybody coming in and going like, well, you gave Renaissance one, now you got to give us one. I mean, to me, this is a very special application, and I will not allow any developer to come in and just play that game with me and say, well, you have to do that. No, we don't have to do that.
What happens if we have the special meeting and we have issues with what's presented?
That's a good question.
So are we going to be then say, well, gee, zoning, you've got to approve this because you're holding this whole thing up. We can't put our application in. I think we're going to just keep boxing ourselves in. We're going to be boxed in.
We're not asking you to approve the application tonight. We're not asking you to do anything out of the ordinary. We're asking you to give us the opportunity to get to a special meeting.
I will also tell you that it will allow us to get only one staff review in prior to the June 1st meeting. And the applicant is aware of that. One staff review. If the plan is, and you will be faced with the situation the night of the meeting, you will have the first set of staff comments. I can't tell you, I've looked at the plans very, very preliminarily. I can't tell you whether there's going to be, no comments or 5 comments or 105 comments. I don't know. But we're certainly willing to, undertake our normal staff review, have it done in time, following our normal protocol. We will be able to get a staff review in. You'll have that in time for the meeting. When it gets to June 1st, whatever happens, happens.
Hopefully the same engineers, architects, people are working on this plan that worked on it. And we've seen it a couple of times. So I get the sense that although you were referencing some major changes, maybe the underlying design is going to be kind of what we've seen, so we should be able to work through some of those.
I think in many respects that will be the case, but I think in some respects it will be a new plan. And again, if it were simply, we're taking a building out and we're just grassing that same area over, the review would be by staff and the commission, the public, I think would be significantly simpler. There's a parking lot there that wasn't there before, and we have to evaluate, as we did with the probate court parking lot and every other site plan. We have to review it and evaluate it and make sure it meets the regulations. The thing that's most important is that notwithstanding housekeeping matters, like there's a distance missing or a label, we need to make sure that this plan meets the zoning regulations. You can't approve a plan that doesn't. I have no reason to think that it doesn't, but just everybody needs to keep in mind that if there's something on there that can't be addressed before the June 1st meeting that violates the zoning regulations, well, we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. Let's just kind of leave it at that. So hopefully everything meets the regulations.
So what we're saying generally is everybody has to have all their ducks in a row on January 1st, because if something comes up June 1st.
Well, let's put it this way. The applicant and the applicant's design team has to have all its ducks in a row by June 1st.
Right, because there's also the possibility that if it wasn't, there are several of us that may not be available from June 1st to June 10th.
So, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we schedule application 2195 to a special meeting to be held on June 1st, 2015, please.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Roll call vote from my right, please. Commissioner Squatoro?
Yes.
Commissioner Chaplinsky?
Yes.
Commissioner DeMastro?
No.
Commissioner Cunningham?
Yes.
And chair votes yes. So the application, the public hearing will be on June 1st.
So just so it's clear, that will be scheduled for 7 o'clock. Is that correct?
Is everyone all right with 7 o'clock?
7 p.m. in the council chambers, in these chambers. Right. Thank you.